I'm gonna stand like this.
Probably better for all of us.
Well, I got a stain on my shirt.
Well,
How about I wear the Chinese waiter?
you wear the Chinese waiter coat. Hi, this is Ed Massey. I'm here with my host and compatriot Paul Calcarean from the Wine of the Month Club for the limited series of December 2012.
Hey, it's December, and we are getting crunched already. We're actually having a very good season already, and it's just, what is it today? This November 29th?
Yeah, I could tell because you got your white wine glass out and we got 2 reds to start.
How do you know?
I read the thing.
Passion.
Le Passion.
Old Vines, Grenache from the Côte de Castillon.
Which is near the
No, Catalunas.
Catalunya. Yeah, it's Spanish.
No, it's not. Catalanes. It's Côte. How can it be Vin de Pays if it's Spanish?
Oh, well, no, you didn't tell me that. You know, Grenache is
the fashion statement's over.
principal grape in Châteauneuf-du-Pape is Grenache, and this
Where's the straight jacket?
how appropriate.
I love Grenache. Wow. You know what's so different about Grenache and Syrah? Even though Syrah Mourvèdre, that's the standard grape on it, it has such a different component.
Wow, is that good? That is just delicious. And you know, I said it before, and as I'll say it again. Grenache is a grape that is going to really come on strong in California, and it already is. I mean, you see more and more of them now. It just takes to our climate so well, and yet, you know, when it's made in Châteauneuf-du-Pape or some of the better areas of Spain, where it's called Vernaccia, it makes unbelievable wine. And but even in the lesser areas, it still does a great job.
I love this one.
This wine, you know, for
it's going to go for a long time too.
$15.99, gosh, that's incredible. $24.99 on the shelf. I'm doing a 95 on this.
You know, me too. And I'm expecting this purple thing because of the grape, but I'm getting a wonderful age.
Well, you know, you're right. What's the vintage on this? Because it looks like it's got a little time on it. I'm not telling you.
But the layers on it are incredible.
January, that's the vintage date. Where's the vintage date on this thing? I can't see one.
Sud de France.
Maybe it's non-vintage.
No, it's vintage. Sometimes they bring it in, you know, they don't.
Well, regardless, I don't care because it has a little bit of age character to it, but it's, you know, it's got tremendous amount of flavor and that great kind of spicy Grenache fruit.
Huh. Oh, I know why. Because this was the sample sent ahead of the shipment from France, so that we could have it here for the valuation.
Yeah.
You know, so the label's slightly different.
I see.
2010.
Well,
this is really good. 96.
They don't really care. Yeah. Well, so yeah, I'm going to give this a 95.
It's really good Grenache.
Okay. Now, are we ready?
New Zealand Pinot Noir.
New Zealand Pinot Noir. Is there an echo in here?
I just heard it that time, Chief. Echo, echo, echo. Central Otago.
Yeah. These wines are getting a lot of accolades worldwide now, and they should. They're very, very good by and large, and they have more of a kinship, I would say, to Oregon than Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
And you know, because they have earth tones.
This is serious. You get the Pinot Noir grape, you get the Willamette Valley sort of density.
Oh man,
right?
that's delicious.
This is really good.
That's very, very good. And yet, when you put it up against the Claiborne and Churchill that we just had in the Vintner series, it's a totally different wine. It's a totally different wine.
Totally
you
different
know,
wine.
I mean, they almost share no similarities whatsoever, except the label says Pinot Noir.
No, but there's that one strand of the flavors, the Pinot Noir grape flavor
Yeah.
you get. But this has everything around that flavor is different.
Well, the Claiborne and Churchill is more of the Darth Vader of Pinot Noirs, and this is more of the Luke Skywalker.
Oh well, yeah, I'm sure that.
How was that?
Figure that one out.
You guys figured that out?
Because I was thinking, you know, this was the, you know, Mr. Incredible versus the.
The Expendables 2.
Yeah. Anyway, it's $23.99 on the shelf. If you can find it, because this is a very small amount we're brought into the country, and it's $14.99 for more.
That's a
for
great
that
buy
kind
for
of-
$14.99.
New Zealand Pinot Noir.
I love it. I'm going to do 96 on this
Yeah,
one.
I'll go 95. Just to be
Just to
different.
be different, yeah, I know. Well, that's part of what you do. But we're just knocking them dead today. You know, we got some nice wines.
It's really good.
Now,
Let's make some noise that we can't run.
one of my, you know, if you can remember anything about white wines from Italy, just remember the 3 V's: Vernaccia, Verdicchio, and Vermentino.
And Pinot Grigio.
No. In his alphabet, that's a V, okay?
I remember this wine. You know what's so cool is that when you, some of these wines I buy, well, usually I buy them 2 to 3 months in advance, make sure I have them here, especially the imports, and I re-smell them when they land here, or when I stand here and taste. And this wine I remember the day that I tasted it the first time. That's what's so cool about the nose.
Vernaccia di San Gimignano. First of all, San Gimignano is the oldest city in Italy. I mean, it's like thousands and thousands of years old. It's older than Rome. And you think about it, you go, really? That's a long time. Okay? It's also, that's why they call it the ancient city. That's its nickname. And Vernaccia di San Gimignano was basically almost extinct about 20 years ago, 25 years ago. And this husband and wife team of Teruzzi and Futode came out with a Vernaccia di San Gimignano with a really cool package, a little square label with 2 dancers on it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Gray glass slope, and it was like $16 when you could buy Vernaccia for $6.99 back then. And people went nuts over it. They went absolutely crazy, and that spurred on a new excitement about Vernaccia, and now you see it all over the place.
It's wonderful minerality, lots
Great
of
minerality.
gripping acid, great for the local food. Now, this is Castellani, which if you look online, you'll see the video where I interviewed the father who owns the winery and the winemaker, and the son was here. We had a great time on camera. The more I taste this,
I just love it.
You get more and more flavors out of it.
What's interesting about this wine, I smell this wine, I go, I can smell acidity. You can't smell acid, just like you can't smell sugar and you can't smell salt. But you smell something that in the past, when you smelled it before, what you tasted was salt or sugar or acid. And that's what I get out of this wine, you know?
It's just memories.
And great minerality. I mean, when we say minerality, it's almost like eating rocks, but
flint
it's not
and stone
flint, stone. You know, I mean, it's just not the Flintstones.
No, that would be bedrock. I taste bedrock in this.
Yeah, that would be Betty. And
Wilma. This is really fun. I'm gonna give this 95. It's $23.99 on the shelf, and it's $13.99 for more. But
I'm doing 95 too. I love this wine.
To find this wine for one, two, this is a very small wine importer that brings this into this country. You want to, we'll see it on the shelf. And I encourage you to go watch the video because it's a very interesting video. And he has guest quarters, by the way.
Okay, so fine.
Next time you go
I'll
out
book a room now. All right. And least but not last.
Argentinian Tarantas. However, what I'm finding about it, what I'm loving about Argentina, look at the color, first of all, big difference.
They're huge.
And this is Salta, which is upper Mendoza, and it's cool. It's very cool up there. So you get a completely different version
I thought I was cool.
of Tarantas.
I really thought I was cool, but
So you lost 12 pounds. That's
Salta
pretty
is
cool.
even cooler.
Hey, folks, by the way, Ed watched his own video back, has to get a laugh. He thinks it's pretty funny. And he noticed that he was a little overweight, so he went on a diet.
I looked like a beached whale.
Yeah.
And next month I'll lose another 12 pounds on my way to a total of 40.
Well,
See, my goal is to look like him, and then I can convince his mother that I'm really her son. She was just very, very precocious as a teenager.
I don't know, but you're going to find out because I've made 3 pies for Christmas, for Thanksgiving. I made a pumpkin cream pie. I made an eggnog cream pie.
Oh, that sounds good.
Which was really good.
Oh, God, does that sound good. I love eggnog.
And then Lisa, my daughter, made a chocolate tart, which was incredible. But what I did is I got professional commercial packaging for the pies, and I downloaded logos from bakeries, known bakeries.
That's funny.
And I stuck them on the top and walked in with them and go, oh, we had a Neiman Marcus tart. We had a.
You can't trust this guy.
We had
For
a
as long as
Portos.
I've known him, you couldn't trust
One
him.
of them was Portos, which
That's
everybody
funny.
loves. Anyway, this is how
This
much
is
different
phenomenal.
is this?
It's
from the
like
Cold
night
District.
and day. It's totally different. We just had a Tarantes in the Vintner series, and it was leaning toward the apricot, peachy sort of component, and this is much more minerals.
Totally.
You know.
From the north, it's cooler district. This is a 95 for me.
Absolutely. This is
$22.99.
really, really good. It's delicious wine.
First one, $13.99 for more, and So you got to look. So now when they say Mendoza, which is a huge region of Argentina, there is a north and a south which are completely different than any other parts of Argentina. So this is from Salta, and it tells you on the label it's from Salta.
Well, then I'm so glad it really is from Salta, since it tells you on the label it's from Salta. And that's our show for today, boys and
Did you
girls.
rate it?
Limited series, December of 2012, Wine of the Month Club. We'll be back next year.
That's good.
That was a good group.